Today on the show, two of these do this, I do that, and some booth worker goes crazy on my ass and kicks me out. This is TechSpank at the 2010 International Toy Fair. I'm here with Tom Tedesco from Big Mouth Toys, and he's here to show us some really cool ways to store your cash in this tough economic environment.
Our most popular bank, which is the original, is called the Fannie Bank, and
Otherwise known as the
Fannie Bank.
the ass bank. All right. Does it make noise when you put the money in?
When you put your money in.
Does it make noise when the money comes out?
Nope. Only on the way in. We also have the piggy bank, which snorts. And last but not least, the poop bank.
Otherwise known as the
bank. But
He's
it
getting
does
it.
not make any noise or emit any kind of smell, unfortunately.
This is fun, right?
I love doing this. I can do it every day. I wish I had one at work. Not really. Let's go.
In the world where nothing was what it seemed, only the dogs and cats were left to save humanity. Look at the three cats shaking their head. Creepy. So I'm here with Robert from HugAPlanet, who's got something, you know, it looks pretty cool, but there's something cool that you can't really see about it. And what's that?
Well, 3 of my products were brought up on a Japanese rocket on 9/11 of last year, and now they're a permanent fixture on the International Space Station. Actually, there's another device called a Dynaflex. It's a handheld device to help prevent carpal tunnel and make your wrist strong, whatever, and they put that in there because the astronauts use those to exercise with. But it's a handheld gyroscope. So I am waiting. The next downlink, they may get it spinning, which it'll spin up to 12,000 RPM, stick it in the planet, and see in weightlessness if the spinning of it spins on its own.
Okay, so I'm here with
This is Steve
from Mobo,
from Mobo, exactly.
and I'll try to go slow. So what am I on right now?
You're on the Mobo Shift, which allows you, it's the world's first reversible cruiser. So it's a 3-row cruiser, steers from the rear, has a good solid brake in the front, but it also allows you to go on reverse.
So that's pretty cool. I rode one of these last year and I could not go backwards, and it's actually a pain in the butt because I got stuck a couple of times. How much do one of these things go for?
The retail on this is $5.99.
And how much could I have one for?
Ah, the media, huh?
Yeah, we're at the media. Oh, this thing actually has pickup. It's not bad. All right, so we have a raccoon type thing over there. I don't know if you can get a shot of it. All right, and there's also a ladybug dude, or I don't even know if it's a guy or a girl, but we're gonna see if we can get them to fight to the death. Lily and Billy, the penguin dance. Very cute.
This is Lily, and she is the star of the book, with the Lily and Billy, and this is a book all about the pillow pets.
What happens there?
They go on different adventures, and they meet different characters of pillow pets.
Did they ever meet anybody tough? Any tough guys?
Oh yes, always tough guys.
Does she fight? Did you see the ladybug? I'm a little worried about your fighting technique. You said you don't like to fight too much. All right, well, maybe you could win him over with love, and then right before he proposes, you dump him. Then you break his heart, which is just as good, right? I was expecting more blood. More blood. My thumbs are clearly made for fighting. So we're here with Nicole from TV Hat, and she's going to show us a product that's deceptively simple. It's actually more useful than you'd think. What does it do?
Let me show you. So right here, you would stick in your MP3 player. If it's the Droid, the Zune, the iPod, that right here is the iPod Touch.
Oh, the one that most people have.
Right, of course. And right here, if you have an iPhone, it takes glare-free photos from the front. You'll understand when I flip it over. Sorry to show you. So there's a drop-down magnifying lens that you can adjust to your preference. It enhances your view.
This is what it looks like on.
Yep, you can take it on a long commute. It retails for $29.95. That's the visor style. We also have the baseball cap style as well.
It's actually pretty cool, and it looks a little silly at first, but I'd be happy to have this on a long flight. or on the beach, especially when I don't want to see other people, because I think the most important feature is the blinders. Sometimes there's something that has nothing to do with tech whatsoever, and I just happen to like it. This is one of those times. Hot. I'm here with Amelia from Gibbon, who's got this new thing called
Gibbon Slacklines.
And how do you use these guys?
Slacklines are great. You can hook them up between 2 trees, fence posts, pretty much anywhere. It's a 2-inch wide line.
Hold on. Jesus Christ. Okay.
It's a 2-inch wide line that's really like a 2-inch trampoline. Same type of material. This is actually a 49-foot line. We've only got about 18 foot of it out here, so you can actually get it much longer. You can have a couple of people playing on it at one time. It's great. It builds core strength, really reteaches balance, and these guys are really good. You get to a point where you can actually do tricks like a gymnast would on a balance beam.
What's the coolest trick you could do? Oh, now they're showing off for the camera.
These guys can actually, like I said, they're kind of like gymnasts. They can do backflips, they can do somersaults, everything you can do on a balance beam, they can do on a slack line.
Can I see a backflip? Bullshit. Show off. I'm here with Eric from TechnoSource, who's got a new take on an old favorite, the
Rubiks Slide, the next generation Rubik's puzzle, celebrating the 30th anniversary of the original Rubik's Cube, by the way. So basically what happens is you start with a pattern of lights here, and there's a button on the top, a check button. This is a scrambled puzzle. When I press this button, it'll show me this is a solved puzzle. So now I can move the puzzle up, over, and I can even twist it. And what I want to do again is match that puzzle.
All right. So I want this.
Yes.
All right, one of those.
You're close. Now down.
Is that it?
That was it. You did it right there. Nice job.
Why couldn't we have toys like that when I was a kid? So somebody's here with a DeLorian, and it's like an actual replica, and they had a hoverboard and like an old 80s camcorder inside and everything. And so we went over to the booth and we asked him if we could sit and do the opening of the show, and he said sure. Turns out the guy that said sure wasn't the owner of the booth, and the owner of the booth came over and was showing us his product and stuff, and then right midway through the interview, he's like, actually, can you guys get out of the booth? And he closed the door of the DeLorian, and I thought he was kidding. So we'll show you the clip, but I'm going to blur the name of his website and bleep any mention of his product, and I'm also going to blur the product, just to spite him. Enjoy.
So yeah, I bought the car on eBay, and it's basically to promote. So we buy the rights to old toys and bring them back. And this is our most famous one, the So here, sorry about that.
My hoverboard, man. I'm going to need that later, and it's pink.
Yep.
So how much did you pay for this bad boy on eBay?
Actually, I gotta go. Can you guys leave my booth now?
What's that?
Sorry, can you leave my booth now?
Why is that?
I'm really sorry.
Why is that?
I didn't even ask if you could sit in the car, and then you sit, and then you're up against the board. It kind of annoyed me. I'm sorry.
All right, cool, yeah.
I'm really sorry.
Yeah, sure.
We asked this guy if we could.
So I'm here with Michael from Innerbots, and he's going to show us Ozzy?
Kwazii.
Kwazii. And what does Kwazii do exactly?
Hi, this is Kwazii. He is a puppeted animatronic that we created about 5 years ago, and he is used in a lot of different areas, in museums and in amusement parks. And we're here to talk about his new friend, which is a toy version that does a lot of the same things. So Kwazii is an emotionally expressive robot that can be puppeteered and can be communicated with just like a normal human.
Why don't you tell me a little about yourself?
Well, I'm an interactive robot, and well, you know what? Maybe this isn't working out. Maybe you should just get out of here and see.
Well, that about does it for our coverage of the 2010 Toy Fair here in New York City. I've got my swag, I've got my cab, and I'm getting the hell out of here. It's cold. I'm James Papadopoulos. Thanks for watching. Taxi!